Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Collect himself a red buff here as the vertical jungling is going to continue. Still teleport coming through here. Hanwha Life considering a bit of a dive as Keen gets down towards that bottom side. Some burly members of Gen.G down here, but the death grip comes on through. And Doran able to get Keen down to about 50% underneath this turret.
They're gonna try, but I don't know. This is a level 3 Cassante. Keen, even with half health, should still be quite tanky.
Yeah, well, they get the CC down. There's the pushback. Keen burning, and it is going to be first blood going over to Lahens. Instantly answered by Peanut taking down Keen.
But well, they were able to get the kill, but I don't think that's how Hanwha Life wanted to play it ends.
And Doran's going to get stopped on his back butt. Yeah, that's going to be the pullback there as Lahens in a little bit of trouble. Viper gets that frost shot on him, and his ex-teammate looks to be going down. Peanut collects another.
Two really greedy plays here from Lahens.
There is a ward there that is going to spot Kenyon. The light's on his way. I don't know if he'll be in time, though.
He's too late. Yeah, Doran's going to be in a lot of trouble, but Delight should turn up.
They know.
Lahens gets the information. And now Doran, can he actually find it? That death grip, absolutely amazing. But the crash down's working out. Doran gets a big old shield, and Gen.G unable to actually close any of these kills. Delight goes in. Canyon's so incredibly low. Lahens trying to tank up the turret, and FaZe ends up collecting the kill, but now the reset monster could be coming through. FaZe has already gone down, and Zeka not actually able to get into range here.
Yeah,
on the play.
Still a lot of cooldowns, and I think Hanwha Life actually feeling quite good, although with this gank, maybe not.
Big aggression here as Delight's going to get pulled back. The Eclipse doing a lot of work, but I don't think it's going to be able to do enough here as Gen.G with 3 are able to take him down. Lahens getting revenge on his
the biggest experience gap that we have between two players right now, meaning that Gen.G isn't really in a position to get anything going when it comes to contesting.
No, I think
so we'll see if that is enough reason for Hanwha Life to maybe peace out, but nope, not happening.
There's a teleport in, and we do have the ultimate available here from Doran. The arrow going to connect as Viper is flanking. Okay, Stranglethorns is going to kill Canyon. He can't impale his way out of that one. And some more grubs going over to Hanwha Life Esports in this Tristana. Soul, pick up the cinders, drift around the map, feel really good about
it. Dive Mordekaiser.
Yeah, Dive Mordekaiser at level 10 with the ultimate available. That is a rough choice, but they are still going to consider it. Chovy, he's the one that goes in. The stun had already connected as well from Viper. And Chovy able to get out of the way of one of the abilities, but not that one. Still, it doesn't matter. The Mordekaiser goes down.
But
and somehow he survives.
Actually, knows they're going to lose a turret in exchange, but look at how many resources were already spent to try to stop the Tristana from getting that plate gold, getting that top turret. She still gets it. It's in trade for a turret, but that's a Cassante picking up the gold versus a Tristana picking up the gold. This is exactly where Hanwha Life want to be. Herald gets dropped down here in mid. This is the type of snowball this comp try to deny these turrets from going down. I mean, that's the tug of war that we're playing here. That 2,000 gold lead has become a 3,000 gold lead. Zeka, he's the one with all the money, and this is exactly where Hanwha want to be, but here comes the arrow.
Another arrow going to connect, this time onto Lahens. That's a big impale onto two there, but the Stranglethorns encounter. Triple knockup. True Shot Barrage says no to that play, though. They take down the turret, yes, but they lose almost everyone. As Hanwha Life Esports now have to back away.
Into Doran, which makes sense. But Zeka and Viper, as of right now, absolutely demolish him. We saw it earlier. Just Koenig isn't going to do a lot, and you can see, ideally, Cassante will be able to walk up.
Guys,
not so much. No, that
ladies and gentlemen,
gone. It's gone. Yeah.
Delight's going to help out.
Gen.G's buildings are falling down. Like, all of the buildings just keep falling down, guys.
Well, I mean, this is what, no, I don't think so. So now Hanwha have, second Drake. It's not Soul Point, so this is not the end of the world here for Gen.G. They were able to get that one dragon, so that's 5 minutes of extra time. Smolder can play into Zyra plant setups, and Hanwha Life will need to respect that and play carefully around that, because that damage is so frustrating to deal with, even when you're trying to contest Prio for a dragon, for example. And okay, hold that thought. Lahens going in.
Yep, Deathrum is going to come on through here as Doran just wanting to take down the Rel before the battle's even started. FaZe in a lot of trouble in the arrow! And it's Zeka that's able to lock down the kill, gets the reset out of the way of Canyon now. And Lahens is still alive, but it does not matter. There's so much damage raining down. He finally finds a Magnus Storm, and maybe it's just going to be Chovy that ends the show, but in fact it's not, because Zeka's here and he says, remember 2022? Well, here's another dose.
For Keen here, he just does not last. Now with really good engages here, with the Magnus Storm combo with Canyon, there are a lot of Qs that go off, a lot of...
Specifically Keen on this blind Cassante, this is something that Gen.G keeps doing, even though Keen, I feel like, gets beat down again and again. And
They'll
again,
lose all of their camps. They're going to keep falling further and further behind. And Peanut, a player very, very good at this, is there. Fail! Speaking of which, he's just going to get blown up. Lahen's going to follow suit, but you can see Chovy in a decent position to do damage, and now Pays is actually in the fight. And look at these queues! They're being torn apart over the wall. Is Zeka, though, still looking for some angles? But they're like, nope, we don't want to risk it. We're going to try and get out of this. I see Viper trying to keep them at bay with that volley.
Lahen's getting a lot of vision set up here, actually, into Hanwha Life's jungle. It has a nice wraparound angle potentially as well.
Oh, Delight's fishing for it. They find the solar flare. This is the flashless Skarner. He still finds an impale, but is it going to be enough as Peanut goes golden? But that's a lot of bad guys. You're not on Gen.G anymore, my friend. And Doran now just trying to run away. Once again, Peanut in the ground.
But it looks like they might.
Look at the positioning of Lahen's, though. He has so much vision, he set it up earlier. They have a lot of information, they can punish, they can turn.
Yeah, Zeka going for a bit of an angle here. The crash down works, and there's the execute. Can't Buster shot him away from that one, and that should be Baron. Going over to Gen.G as Viper, I don't think wants to contest.
Lahen's missing his stun there and still making the play work. That's that Lahen's energy that we're looking for.
I mean, he was just moments before
Be able to grab their Cloud Soul that they had waiting for them in the pit. Looks like Gen.G will be able to collect that, utilizing the Baron that they had.
Is not going to be one unless Doran gets access to Chovy. That's the one way that there is still an out here for Hanwha Life, because straight up front to back, with how tanky Canyon now is for the arrow, and then also a stopwatch, just to make sure he's okay.
For the next arrow.
Wait.
Alright, the arrow is going to connect onto Viper's ex-teammate. The Stranglethorns just spreads them all out. Zeka's almost dead. Chovy is going to use one of his stopwatches, this one for the Death Realm, and now that Mordekaiser is just dead. It's Pays that executes him in the end, and the inner turret now going down. Gen.G might just be finished with game one.
And Chovy does actually get found by Doran, but Pays says, I can step up this time around, gets the damage, and Hanwha can't collapse.
Gen.G, massive win here. It all starts with the play, topside, Canyon flashes for the Impale, they get map control, they turn that fight in mid, and it's just so impressive.
Still going, another Magnus Storm comes in here, maybe a little bit of a bridge too far there, Lahen's, as he was feeling himself. You know, it's been a bit of a hyphy game so far, as that is going to put an end. Grasping Roots is going to connect this time.
He's got Cleanse Flash, and his E will come back in a second. It's so hard to lock down this champion without that Nautilus pick, you know, that was banned earlier. I mean, Leon is still good here, but...
Those buttons that he has, and Hanwha Life Esports are going to hope they're not dead by the time Chovy is dead, because if he's left to hit them with anything, he just dies. Arrow going to connect. It does give them a bunch of extra vision. Lahen's trying to crash away from this. The Baron kind of ignored now. Doran just putting Lahen's into that Death Realm. And the Impale is going to connect. It's onto Peanut, but he goes golden as well. His Sonya's now completed. Can he get another spell off? And it's the Cassante in trade for this Zyra.
But it just doesn't feel like it matters. Maybe they'll be able to trade for the soul here. I don't think that alone is going to be enough.
But I think it's the only choice they can make. They clear the wave. Zeka still had teleport, so he can come over here and help secure this. So he wants to buy time for this Baron. 30 seconds left, but now he's down to teleport. The third inhibitor hanging by a thread here.
The minion wave just kind of gave up. And so Pays is going to help that one move on over. It did look a little bit comical, but it was necessary. Arrow going to connect into the backline there. Good buffer on the arcade shift as the Impale used only onto Delight, but he's still melting. Doran trying to get into that backline, but it's Chovy that locks down the first one. Keen in trouble, but how much trouble is he really in? Because this dragon is only just getting started, but so is the Tristana. Some angles here for Viper as well, as now they're looking for it. Chovy is so incredibly low. Oh, and the burn! Is it enough? And the answer's no, as Hanwha Life.
No Tristana here.
25 seconds for base. They can definitely get the inhib.
Oh, we've got an Elder Flip in this game, boys.
Oh,
we have definitely got an Elder Flip in this one. It's going to be an inhibitor to go down here.
And
I don't know whether they get... There's a lot of damage. There is a lot of damage. Arrow is back up again. Canyon extremely tanky. Lahen's trying to get in there. Look at that. The Nexus turret just evaporates. As Zeka is not going to be dying to Lahen.
He's going for it!
He's going for it! The rocket jump and game one goes to Hanwha Life Esports.
Oh, Zeka!
Absolute nerves!
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
See you on the next one.